Speech 9, Surface Water Management, Reticular Canal System for Surface Water Management. Water requirement to make India food independent. In this talk, let us look into the requirement of water for the nation India if we want to become food independent. Respected leaders, senior citizens, and dear friends, I am Dr. Shivu, pediatrician from Mysore, Karnataka State, India. My phone numbers are +91 9448477380. Another number is +91 78925011891. My mail is shivup.183@gmail.com. Visit www.slideshare.net /Dr. Shivu for my articles on our life, on this world, and on environment. This is my 9th published speech. In this, we will talk about the water requirement only for humans, excluding other animals and birds, considering the population of India. This calculation excludes the water required for humans to get the oxygen for breathing that we get it through the plants and trees. It also excludes the water needed for manufacturing various items we use in our day to day life, like vehicles, utensils, household items, and for construction of buildings, roads, and the related materials. We all know that the nutrient and water content of the soil directly influences the size of the plant or trees, the number of leaves, thus the production of oxygen, and ultimately its productivity. So, optimum water supply with the good nutrition of the soil is the key in maintaining the air quality and food production by the plants and trees to maintain the balance in this environment through the production of oxygen, prevention of pollution, conversion of carbon dioxide to carbon mass, prevention of global warming, generating food for all, maintenance of good health of all the animals, most importantly, the humans. Let us look into the studies. Xylem and phloem need to maintain steady transport rates of water and carbohydrates to match the exchange rates of these compounds at the leaves. The long distance transport capacity of the tree xylem has to be high enough to be able to deliver water from soil to leaves at the rate that is transpired. The long distance transport capacity of phloem has to match the production rate of carbon compound assimilated in the photosynthesis in the leaves. Water and carbon exchange rates are strongly coupled as both occurs through the same stomatal pores in leaves. Water use efficiency, that is, the ratio of plant photosynthetic production to plant transpiration rate, may somewhat vary across tree species, climatic conditions, and tree size. These are the points from some of the studies. These are the points to be noted. Okay, that means the minerals and nutrients from the roots to the leaves through xylem, and the products of photosynthesis like carbohydrates and complex molecules from leaves towards the root will not move in the absence of water. Thus, scarcity of water can cause decrease in the growth of the plants, or the plant dries up if there is complete non-availability of water beyond the period of withstanding with the water present in the plant. Please observe this picture carefully. See what we are seeing here, there is a stream. Okay. And there are lands on either the sides of these water pathways, and there are multiple trees. Okay, in this picture we can see the points to be noted is most of the time in this area we are seeing almost same species. Here, 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 here and all, we are seeing the same species. When we compare the trees which are present very close to the water pathway with the trees which are present away from the water pathways, so the trees which are present close to the water pathways, they are big, contains more leaves as compared to the trees which are away from the water pathway. So that means the trees which are closer to the water pathways are bigger, taller, contains more leaves because they get good volume of water and nutrients. That means the water pathways not only brings water, it also contains lot of organic compounds, minerals and other nutrients essential for the growth of the trees and plants. Thus, the same species of trees near the water pathways grows well. They will be producing more oxygen, will take up more carbon dioxide to convert it into carbon mass, participate in the process of preventing global warming. So managing the surface water well is the key not only to get the food but also to save this planet Earth. So let us see. Please observe this picture grossly. So what are all there in this picture? There are multiple reservoirs in this picture. See, there is a big reservoir. Okay, another reservoir, and another reservoir. So there are 4 reservoirs we can see in this picture. There are water pathways. So feeding this reservoir and smaller water pathways and another water pathways. So there are water pathways. Here also there is a water pathway. And what we can see is there are multiple lands. Okay, so these are the lands which are somewhat suitable for doing irrigation related agriculture. So we can see these are all the irrigated lands. But when we look grossly, most of the lands which are present here are dry lands. See these are all, they are all ready for doing agriculture, but still they are all dry lands. So by looking at this picture, so what we can see, there are multiple reservoirs in this area. Only the area close to the canals and the natural water pathways are getting water for agriculture, and it is through the surface water management system. The majority of the land in between the water paths are dry lands even with water in the reservoir. Bore wells and other types of wells present in these dry lands may not be providing adequate volume of water to these lands for agriculture through percolation and rise in underground water level. So, what are the questions which are going to arise in the mind? They are, why this is happening? To where the water of the reservoirs are going? Why the lands are dry even though these lands are very close to the reservoirs? Are the issues to be thought? And the probable answer this may be because we do not know what type of rock present beneath that land, to what extent these rocks are extending, where are the gap junction between the huge underground rocks, is the water will be able to percolate in these junctions or in between these rocks. If percolation is possible, then whether it has any continuity for getting the water from the surface source of water or with other underground channels. If that underground channel contains water, how long it is going to last? From where the same underground channel is going to get the water for refill? What is the quality of the water? Whether it is potable or contains chemical substances which is harmful to the surface organisms. Whether the concentration of these chemicals changes with the availability of different volumes of water from the underground table at different times. The answers for all these questions are uncertain and unstable. So, believing in underground water is not good for fulfilling regular needs of water in a stable condition. Now, we have to move towards the water requirement for the Indian population to become food independent even if the import stops. Import will stop suddenly with increase in the population of the exporting nation or this world. With more demand by the wealthy countries where the people of that country will be able to pay more for the same food items as compared to the developing and underdeveloped countries. Those countries who pay less cost may not get quality food items, makes the people to suffer with the diseases, more morbidity and mortality. If the people of developing and underdeveloped countries pay less, then they will get a cheaper food items. For example, excess import of oil like palm oil and later suffering with heart attacks and strokes and so on. The leaders of the developing and underdeveloped countries need to think all these things and prepare the nation to prevent this type of injury, because Indian market is already flooded with imported cheap palm oils, as the people's economy influences them to buy such cheap oils only to survive is an existing example. So let us look into the fact that how much water is required for the present population of India, considering population of India is 135 crores. Water requirement for cereals and millets. To get 1 kilogram of rice, we need 1500 liters of water. Reference Declining Underground Water by P.S. Chandrana, page number 24. The recommended dietary intake of rice along with other cereals and millets is 500 grams per day per person, neglecting the food that is going waste. Then for 135 crore population, the cereal and millet requirement becomes 67.4 kilograms per day. To grow this, we need 1,01,250 crore liters of water per day, or so that is to meet the rice or the cereal or millet requirement for 135 crore population, the water requirement becomes 13,687.5 TMC per annum. So next we will go to water requirement for pulses. To get 1 kilogram of pulses, we need 1000 liters of water. The recommended dietary intake of pulses is 100 grams per day per person, neglecting the food that is going waste. Then for 135 crore population, it becomes 13.4 crore kilograms of pulses per day. To grow this, we need 13,500 crore liters of water, that is 5 TMC of water per day. To meet the pulses requirement for 135 crore population, the water requirement becomes 1825 TMC per annum. Water requirement for sugar or jaggery. To grow 100 kg sugar cane, we need 25,000 liters of water. To get 1 kilogram of sugar from the sugar cane, we need 2000 liters of water. 1 kilogram of sugar cane gives about 100 grams of sugar. The recommended dietary intake of sugar or jaggery in a normal person is 50 grams per day. Then for 135 crore population, it becomes 6.75 crore kilograms of sugar per day. To maintain this amount of sugar from the sugar cane, we need 13,500 crore liters of water, that is 5 TMC of water per day. That is, the water requirement for the sugar factories becomes 1825 TMC per annum. And to grow the 67.5 crore kilograms of sugar cane per day, we need 16,875 crore liters of water per day. That is 6.25 TMC of water per day. That is, the water requirement to grow the sugar cane becomes 2281.25 TMC per annum. To put together the total water requirement for the production of sugar bar jaggery and to grow sugar cane, we need 4106.25 TMC of water per annum. Water requirement for other food items plus drinking plus domestic purpose. To grow vegetables, green leafy vegetables, fruits, spices, coffee, tea, cotton, mulberry, water for domestic purposes, water for drinking purposes put together will come around 10,000 to 20,000 TMC of water per annum for 135 crore population. So the total water requirement becomes 30,000 to 40,000 TMC per annum for India. This volume of surface available potable water we need to distribute effectively, efficiently, sufficiently, continuously, needfully, judiciously, based on the population distribution, soil characteristics, crop selection, to get the maximum yield from minimum land, to meet the nutritional need of the entire population without anyone suffering from nutritional deficiency or excess, to see that things are neither excess nor less and thus does not go waste in the process of transportation, storage and marketing. If we get sufficient water and grow sufficient food grains and vegetables required for the entire population, then it is also possible to eradicate the caste system, halting the genesis of n number of villages and stopping the consumption of forest and agriculture lands in the name of infrastructures like roads, railway tracks, schools, offices and so on. How to get this volume of water? There are about 66,000 TMC of water available in the nation, reference declining underground water by P.S. Chandrana, page number 38. We may need about 40,000 TMCs of water if we want to become food independent and stop importing the food items. The Reticular Canal System can supply this volume of water for the nation. This amount of water we may not be able to get only by conserving all the rainwater which falls on the entire 17 lakh square kilometers of land of agriculture present in the entire India by creating check dams, rainwater conservating agriculture ponds and pits. Check dams, agriculture ponds, percolation pits are definitely useful in raising the underground water, and it has to be done on emergency basis. Earning 1 rupee is also important while earning 10 rupees. But only these measures will not solve all the water related issues in India for the present population. That we need to understand. Rainwater conservation. So in 1 hectare of land, we can get up to 2 lakh liters of water per annum by creating rainwater conserving agriculture ponds. Reference Declining Underground Water by P.S. Chandrana, page number 94. Then we will get 200 lakh liters of water from 1 square kilometer land per annum. That is 2 lakh liters multiplied by 100 hectares. From the entire agriculture land available in India, we get 1259 TMC of water per annum. That is 17 lakh square kilometers of land of agriculture multiplied by 200 lakh liters of water per square kilometer of land. But we need 40,000 TMCs of water to become food independent. Even if we consider maximum rainfall, zero percolation loss, and 100% conservation of rainwater, that is, the water collected from the RCC roof measuring 10 squares, that is 90 square meters, with 20 inches of rain per annum, then we get 25,000 to 30,000 liters of water per annum. So that is, we get 33 crore liters, that is 0.01234 TMC of water from 1 square kilometer per annum. And from 17 lakh square kilometers, that is, if we are converting the entire agriculture land of India into RCC roof, we get 20,987 TMC of water per annum. It is not going to work out practically, is it not? That means rainwater conservation alone is not going to make us food independent and will not going to stop all the issues related to water for the present population of India. Surface water management. With increased population, we need to create and manage the surface water management system in such a way that this volume of water we need to collect on one side and we need to distribute it on the other side. We need to collect the water whenever and wherever it is available. Develop the surface water management system in such a way that it should reach a common pool by gravity, a flat canal in reticular canal system. The water in this common pool should be available and accessible equally to all the people and places below its level only by gravity. Thus, this system entirely works only with gravity without utilizing any type of energy, but will have enormous capacity to generate energy through hydroelectricity. It should be able to distribute the water to all the needy places for drinking, domestic, industrial, agriculture, and social forestry purposes all across 365 days at the required volume and rate. Ultimately, the water will reach the sea and all the aquatic flora and fauna will get their nutrition as they were getting before, but not with the poisons as they are getting today. Thank you for listening to my speech. I think you got an idea on the need for optimum water supply, how optimum water supply increases the plant productivity or the growth along with the nutrition from the soil, how much water is required to meet the food need of the present population of the India to make India food independent. Even though rainwater conservation is important, how this alone will not be able to support India in the process of making food independent. What is the ideal type of surface water management which suits India to become food independent? How surface water management becomes more superior and reliable in the process of getting water to all the places where the people live, not only to support the people but also to support the entire flora and fauna. See you next time with a new topic. Are we going away from our physiology in this environment, where we will see how we are disturbing our own physiology in the name of development and lifestyle and reaching near the end. If you like this, then you please subscribe my channel and share with your friends, relatives and family members till it reaches all the leaders of this world to take necessary measures so that this world remains as it is for n number of years. Thanks once again. Bye.